we are back in New York for another episode of DC All Access. We're giving you a preview of the new Suicide Squad with writer Sean Ryan. And somebody got to hang out with the cast of Arrow to look ahead at the hotly anticipated new season.
I did. You know what else? I love New York.
Yeah.
I really feel like I could move back here one day and, I don't know, work for the Daily Planet or something.
That's Metropolis.
Oh, or I could have like a really relaxing night at the Iceberg Lounge.
That would be Gotham?
I really want to take a tour of Star Labs. Can we do that?
That will be Central City. You know, those aren't real places, right? You know that.
Or are they?
No, they're not real places.
Or are they? Hey guys, Tiffany Smith here in New York at the DC offices, and I'm just about to head out to catch up with the cast of Arrow. So we had a huge episode finale.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit, actually.
You're back.
Yeah.
What? There was a huge moment where I was like, what?
What moment? What moment? Did you scream?
I did. I actually squealed at the television in my hotel room.
It was a big episode, and it was nice to see Roy kind of join the team in a way and get his mask.
Well, what was really cool about that scene is that the mansion had sort of been cleaned out totally, and so it was really empty in there and echoey. The lights were off, and we were able to take our time with it, so that was the best part.
What can we expect for season 3?
Season 1, we found Oliver coming back from the island. Season 2, we found him on the island and a little bit reluctant to put on the hood. Not season 3. Season 3, we're coming out fast and aggressive.
Well, you know, you've got to keep the stakes up, haven't you, with in television. If there's death-defying stuff going on and no one dies, then you starts not being so death-defying, does it?
How different is it for you playing Roy with Marakuru and now not? Because next season, no Marakuru.
You know, there's still...
Or maybe, I don't know.
Where did you get that information? There's always a possibility for Mirakuru, and who knows if cures always work.
Are there any characters that you're hoping to see in 3? Maybe some villains for you to partner up with?
All I'll say is that there's always new and exciting characters and people coming into the show, and sometimes characters that you love in DC, but you are not aware that someone's going to bring them back. That's all I can say!
Best tease ever.
Totally.
Are you kidding me? We can talk about it more at our sleepover party.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're relaunching Suicide Squad, so what can we expect from the new Sean Ryan Task Force X?
Well, basically, like, Task Force X from the get-go has always been, they take criminals and then they force them to do suicide missions for the US government. With the new relaunch of the book, the basic idea being after Forever Evil, Amanda Waller's gotten into some trouble. She has a new boss who comes in and is overseeing her, which is something she hates. And then on top of that, the government wants to do more big international stuff. So like stuff that the government would like to see happen overseas but can't be seen doing. And it'll look like villains doing what they usually do, but hopefully it'll get what our nation wants to happen to happen.
When you sit down to write Suicide Squad, what makes a great story in your eyes?
At least for me, for Suicide Squad, going into this, I wanted it to be sort of big and explosive. But like the old Suicide Squad book, they were very covert, and so a lot of their missions were very secretive and like in dark tunnels. This one, I wanted them to be able to like be jumping around on rooftops and have big explosions in like big public areas. For me, with the Suicide Squad too, I like big international stories that touch on real international things going on, but give it like that DC universe spin. Seemed kind of exciting to me.
Are we going to see any familiar villains going up against the squad?
In the old pre-52, the old KG Beast, because the first story arc takes place in Russia, so he makes an appearance. And then with this new team, there's so much conflict with them. The first arc's called Pure Insanity, and the idea being that this team's been thrown together without really thinking through, this is kind of a mess to put these personalities together. They sort of almost immediately devolve and start fighting amongst each other. And the big fights are actually between the team itself.
So you guys have a new title coming out from Vertigo. What can you tell me about it?
It's called The Kitchen. It's a crime drama. It's 8 issues. The short sell on it to me, when the writer talked to me, was it's Goodfellas meets Mob Wives. It's set in the 70s. The Kitchen is a reference to Hell's Kitchen. And Hell's Kitchen was run by like these Irish mobsters, essentially. So this crew of Irish guys, they all get sent to prison. And so the wives are left to run their racket. They then get a real taste for the money and the lifestyle and all the stuff. And so then it becomes this conflict. Then once their husbands get out of jail, are they going to give up this racket they've taken over, or aren't they?
So tell me a little bit about the artwork and Ming Doyle's work.
She's on as the artist, Jordi Belair is the colorist. We have Becky Cloonan doing the cover. So we have like these really strong,
Great
interesting,
team.
talented women creators working with Ollie on this. So, which seems to make sense given the series and everything. And Ming is fantastic. I mean, her art is very kind of textured and really naturalistic looking, you know, which seems to fit that period like kind of perfectly.
Hello. All right, well, I actually don't know how to ring anything up here, so how about I ask you some DC trivia questions, and if you get them correct, I will buy your comics for you.
Really? Awesome.
All right.
That sounds great.
It sounds like a win-win, right?
Yeah.
First question is, which of these characters was the first Kid Flash? A, Tim Drake, B, Roy Harper, or C, Wally West?
I'm gonna go with Wally West.
Yeah. Nice, confident answer. This is the former capital of Krypton that was stolen and miniaturized. A, Kandor, B, Rao, or C, Poseidonitis?
I say Kandor.
You are correct, sir. This prison for supervillains is the original headquarters of the Suicide Squad. A, Blackgate, B, Belle Reve, or C, Iron Heights?
B, Belle Reve.
Yeah! The new 52 version of the Crime Syndicate was reintroduced at the end of what crossover event?
Trinity.
Trinity War, you're right. You didn't even need the answers.
No.
Who is Batman's son with Talia al Ghul? A,
Damian Wayne.
She didn't even need the multiple choice. Which supervillain used to be an employee of Arkham Asylum? Okay, if you get this question right, these comics
these are
are
mine?
yours. Those are some pretty high stakes.
I know, it's a lot of comics.
It is. Okay, A, Mr. Freeze, B, Harley Quinn, or C, the Riddler?
Harley Quinn.
Nice, awesome job, congratulations.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm
Representing
winning.
for the ladies, I'll hear all your free comics for today. These are yours, just take them and walk away. Here
Wow.
are this week's comics for free for you.
Oh yeah, you see this? You see this? You see this?
All right, make sure you click subscribe on YouTube for more insidery goodness from the world of DC.
Meanwhile, we've still got tons of sightseeing to do here in
Yep.
New York. I really want to go check out the Iron Heights prison.
Keystone City.
Also, we could grab a bite at Big Belly Burger.
That would be Starling City. Huh? Keep it going. I got a perfect score here.
It's not trivia, Blair. These
Life
are
is
real
trivia,
places.
Tiff.
These are real places, and I want to go to them.
No, they're not real places.
I'm going to go hang out with Clark Kent.
Not a real person. Superman.